What's going on? It's Bud Kelly, who you with, and I am not here to waste your time. You see what's on the screen? Could hip hop slowly die out and disappear like rock and roll did? Fabulous and Bow Wow debates. I think hip hop is dying out as we speak, but let's watch the video and let's talk about it.
I'm in fear for hip hop 50 years. I don't think it's gonna be just like rock in the 80s and early 90s when End of Corn and Limp Bizkit and all those groups. After that, rock went away. It's an indie genre now.
Yeah.
How was rock the biggest form of music and it's an indie genre? It can happen to hip hop.
Hip hop happened.
No, for sure. But
We
hip hop
did.
can also go.
Yep, hip hop took rock and roll out. I'm curious to see what's gonna take hip hop out. Well, country is having a resurgence the last 2-3 years, maybe 2-3 years. Yeah, country has definitely had a resurgence, but rap it. So here's my thoughts. Right, rap already dead. Like if you're like into like non-signed artists, then I think hip hop is still alive and well. There's some really good music out there. Like Jay-Z said, you gotta mine for it. You gotta look for it. There's still good music out there, but it's not pushed to the forefront like it used to be. Now they get any drug addict, throw them in front. They talk about a bunch of gibberish. But good hip hop ain't going nowhere. It just won't be mainstream. But the mainstream shit, we don't give a damn. That shit come out. Like I think Sexy Red just came up with a song. You know what I'm saying? No, and then I think her and Bruno Mars. We don't give a fuck no more. All right.
Go away.
Right. I see what Kenny's saying too. It's always that possibility.
Yeah, something else could knock them out the box.
We also got culture around the music too. That's
Thank you, Fabulous. We have culture around the music that's very negative culture now. Hip hop has become negative culture. It used to be about something like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It used to have an actual culture, but now it's about killing niggas and fucking the niggas bitch. It's a destructive culture that's eating itself from the inside out.
a little different than rock to me.
Agreed.
Rock has its layer, of course, but I think hip hop has so many layers down to fashion to.
It's very unique.
It's
very
Let me say something though. Young lady, I love you. Okay, let me get it off. Bam. There you go. Love you. So, let me say this. You see the 5 guys sitting there, right? They're older guys. Let me say that. Everyone's over 40. Yeah. Well, Bow Wow's the youngest, but he's been in the game literally already 30 years. These guys were a part of the culture. They still are, but they were like in their heyday back then. When back then people had more of an appreciation for hip hop and hip hop culture. They knew their history. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, that's not a thing anymore. A nigga just come in, want to make some money. He get high. He has no appreciation for the culture. He don't even know the culture. Like, I ain't saying you gotta know everything, but damn, you gotta know something. You know what I'm saying? These new artists, they don't know the culture, nor do they care. All they care about is getting a dollar. And it shows in their art because all they can rap about is the same shit. Getting money, fucking your bitch. Getting money, fucking your bitch. I can't think of nothing else. That's all they talk about. But yeah, so take that into account. These guys right here, they really care about hip hop culture because they are actually from it.
It's a very unique
It's
beast.
a different
Yeah,
genre.
And that part of
Shit.
the culture, I don't think will ever go away.
Right.
I think it's too cemented. But
Yeah, 'cause
the
it's
music
black
is what
culture.
I'm in fear of. Because what soundtrack do we have to our lifestyle? People always talk about African American. No, hip hop is our culture. Yes,
Right.
we're part of the diaspora, but hip hop is our culture. That's ours. We've made culture around. To his point, to their point, we have businesses, we have fashion, we have
Do-rags.
media, we have all the things. The Baller Alert and Shade Room, the biggest news in the world. Bigger than Fox, bigger than any of
Hip
them.
hop feeds families.
You hear what I'm
Hip-hop
saying?
feeds
But they
families.
will f that up because guess what? When they start emulating that in the suburbs and them little white kids start emulating that, it's gone too far.
Nope. You really gonna do that? You really gonna do that when the white kids get a hold of it? White people was just as much as fans of hip hop back in y'all day. Oh, when the white kids get it. Hip hop won't be. I got mad when he threw in white kids in the suburbs. Hip hop is as big as it is now because of white people. If it wasn't for white people and white kids in the suburbs, like you said, right, guy? You niggas still be bebopping on the corner in New York. It had to take white people to come in and make this shit bigger because white people are the majority. And if we're gonna be honest, white people really be the ones paying for you motherfuckers. Not niggas, white people. But then you wanna say, when white people it went too far. No. When white people came in and started liking it too, it made hip hop bigger. Now there's a bigger audience, a bigger market. And if I think about it, I guess that's why rock and roll probably died, right? Because the new kids coming up, white kids, right, said, I like this hip hop shit. The white kids in the suburbs, they went too far. Give me a break.
Far. Let me ask you this: if the music is fucked up, does it fuck up all of those things that
I
came
feel like
off the music is the tree,
Right.
and everything else
That's what I
kind of.
say. Yeah.
So does it?
I think so. At some
Yeah,
point.
Kenny, and all those people who making those decisions are been in hip hop forever too, and they just we're not teaching no one. I think everybody who's in positions now are not teaching nobody. Oh, they young, they crazy. We got a disconnect, even probably between his.
I like what he said. Like we're not teaching no more. We're not teaching no more, brother. Bald brother with the beard. Let me tell you what's going on, my brother. This is a nobody in his 2-bedroom apartment talking, right? What's going on is it's a different time all around. You got social media and everything is easily accessible. So we bypass teachings. Everybody just doing shit. It's just a wild, wild west now. So back in the day, you would talk to your elders, right? Because that's how you got the history about what the fuck was going on. But now you can just go on the internet. You ain't even got to talk to the elders. You just throw their ass in the nursing home and be like, whatever. I go get this on the internet. And the same with hip hop. There's no older teaching younger because they don't have to go to those people to get the information. They just go to the internet. So it's a free for all with everything now.
Generation.
Say that. That's facts. Say that. That's facts. Ain't no
Big
guidance. Ain't no
disconnect.
guidance.
Like
Ain't no guidance.
Like
There's
you're
no guidance.
The young OG at the table.
Yeah.
Do they reach out? Do they
No,
listen? Do they want to hear? Do
no,
they want to soak up the knowledge? Like
no. They not respecting Bow Wow. They don't want to hear a damn thing Bow Wow gotta say.
you
Yeah.
clearly.
The one.
Even though he's been in the game for 30 years and he's still young as hell. No, they ain't trying to talk to Bow Wow. Nobody want to talk to Bow Wow. We never heard about, man, Bow Wow gave me, but they don't give a damn. They still treat him like he's a fucking Rudy Poo when he's a legend.
Ones from my era, because we cut from the same cloth. And to piggyback on what you said, I think that's a problem too with a lot of these artists. They never had no big homie. They didn't have nobody in their corner who did it and could guide them and coach them
Guidance.
through it. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a kid and not being there. Your kid gonna be bad as hell. They not
got their
gonna know. They not
telephone.
gonna know. You know
They
what I'm
got
saying?
YouTube.
Like
I'm in fear for hip hop.
All right. To close this video out, before we do some comments, hip hop is a bastardized genre. It's a joke. A hit song come out, and then it's gone. Fast food music and the shit that is like good for your food, you know, some knowledge, something positive. They might want to hear that because the people of hip hop culture envy all the bullshit. They like the bullshit. So let's read some comments. Let's see what the people are saying. Okay. Hip hop will never die. Stop that. Oh, yes, it is. So, like I said, you'll always be able to go find your pocket. But as far as mainstream, nobody gives a fuck about that shit. Country has gotten hip hop the fuck out of here. All right. Hip hop stays, rap is gone. Yeah, hip hop ain't going nowhere. Rap though it's just not respected. They're trying to do it with Afro beats, but it ain't got the talent or the rap is down 40%. Problem with hip hop is the lack of inclusion of subgenres. It's a lot of subgenres. Trap, plug and B, the R&B rap shit, the rage shit. Yeah, hip hop is leaving. Give the new generation a new sound. Blues, jazz, rock and roll, and R&B, and now hip hop all had they run and influenced the world. Keep reinventing something else great is on the horizon. I don't know what it is. Hip hop is so far from reality nowadays. Reggae and Afro beats got next. Rap, especially gangster rap, had its time. Gangster rap has definitely had its time because all of them are in jail. They in jail or dead, or they can't do a show because the show won't get shot up.
In my mouth. And see.
What happened? There you go. All right. How in the hell does Bow Wow have a seat at a hip hop table discussion? His music was Barney for kids. What a hater. Man, Bow Wow had hits. Are you kidding me? Fab just talking. Rock has many layers, arguably more. Rock has culture, is exactly what I said. The only way it would die if the old school and new school don't bond together. Country rap is picked up. The reason why hip hop music is because we lost true legend that passed away early. Man, what the fuck? You didn't even use correct grammar, brother. The reason sales are down is because mainstream music is ridiculously bad. Yes, there is quality music out there, but is it showcased to the masses? What I said, there's gonna be little pockets of good music you can go get. Yeah. Why not talk about what's happening to hip hop? It's self-destruction. It's been hijacked. Nah, they sell what motherfuckers rapping about. They ain't telling them to talk about. They ain't telling what to talk about in the studio. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. If you ask me, rap is just a music genre that'll be around, but nobody really takes seriously because any old stupid idiot asshole can jump in it and punch rap until they're not hot no more. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what else y'all want to see. And remember, all this shit is simple. You and I are the problem, but Kelly out. Peace.